So I want to talk and give a very specific example of what will happen in this instance. We have balsam fir that is taller than this red spruce, and this balsam fir is also taller. So basically this red spruce in the middle is kind of squished in there with these two fir, okay? Logically, in looking at it, if you don't understand the silvics and the capabilities of these trees, it would look like these fir are going to thrive and the red spruce is going to perhaps die. So let's take a better look at the top of these trees. Looking up, up, up.
And you can see the three trees, right? And
okay, so we're looking at roughly 30, possibly 35 feet to the top of these trees. And as you can see, the two fir, one on the right, one on the left, are crowding and basically suppressing this red spruce.
The guy in the middle.
The guy in the middle. However, certainly the balsam fir on the right is not in good health. If you are looking at the health of a tree, you normally are looking for, depending on who you listen to, 30 to 40% of the crown of that tree is crowned. Okay, so it's probably 1/7, so you're looking at that crown being maybe 50%.
50?
15.
15. Okay.
Percent of that tree.
Of the height of the tree.
Which basically means that that tree is not going to do well. The one on the left is certainly a bit better. He possibly
He's a little bigger trunk.
He's certainly not far off the 30%. But here's the real kicker. Balsam fir, in the best of circumstances, might live to be 150 years old. That red spruce, they have found red spruce under a canopy like this that are 149 years old. So that red spruce can last for years beyond when these fir are just going to top over.
So basically longevity will,
right,
as long as he doesn't die because of the lack of light,
he's healthy enough.
Well, and he doesn't need as much light as the fir, right? So
no.
He can survive.
Well, they're both shade tolerant. They're both shade tolerant.
Yeah, but so he can survive well past the age when the fir will die, and he will be the guy that's left standing.
Yep. So you come back in, I would say, 50 years time or less, Mr. Red Spruce will be the tree in the canopy here. The other difference between the balsam fir and the red spruce is balsam fir, once they've been suppressed for the length of time that one on the right is, even if you cut down the surrounding trees to give them full light, he won't recover. He'll continue to live, but he will not
He'll never thrive.
Really resume growing and thriving. Mr. Red Spruce, he can stay there for another 50, 60, who knows exactly how many years. And as soon as those fir get out of his way, he will start to resume growing. And he can grow at a relatively normal pace.
Cool. Kairos suspension, except he's not frozen.
Exactly.
Well, maybe on cold winter days. Which today isn't. This is a lovely day.
This fir is going to need a more traditional cut, being a fairly good sized tree. Well, 6 inches or more. One of the best things that you can do when you have debris from cutting your trees is to create brush piles. These are great habitat for small critters, mice, squirrels, even bunny rabbits might get in there. And of course, if you want large critters, you often need small critters because you're not going to have owls and other predators if you don't have small game for them to feed on. And this becomes compost. That'll break down and it'll make a beautiful bed for a new tree to start with lots of nourishment. It will hold moisture for that tree. So it's just creating good habitat from what otherwise is just debris. Okay, so we just did a wonderful thing by freeing up this red spruce, right? But if we look, this tree is seriously balanced in this to this side. All the branches, virtually every branch there, is on this side of the tree. So what could easily happen is if we get a heavy freezing rain or something, this tree is going to be so heavily weighted on this side that he could just collapse, snap off, break. He looks to me like he's reasonably sturdy, and I'm hoping that that doesn't happen. But it's almost like physics. For every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. In the woods, sometimes every time you think you're doing something wonderful, yeah, you have to ask yourself, is that really right? Good luck. Just while I was out here working on those two fir trees, I just thought I'd show you a white pine that's popping up through the snow. I think he was one we planted, but honestly, he may be natural regeneration. But you can see that in order for him to have enough light to succeed, those other trees had to come down. In fact, he probably wouldn't have even been able to seed down if those trees weren't gone.